Cosplay masquerades or cosplay expos are costume competitions that are held at most conventions, not just anime conventions. What is it like competing in a masquerade? Hey guys, it's Isabella here, and welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, welcome to my channel! In one of my past videos, I asked if a video about masquerades would be something that you would be interested in, and you guys wanted it, so I will deliver. I myself have only competed in one masquerade, so I don't have the best knowledge on masquerades. So in this video, I interviewed 4 individuals who have competed in masquerades a variety of times. I will do a story time about my personal experiences in the future, so look out for that. Now let's start with introductions. The first person I interviewed was Akrazia at Akrazia Cosplay. She is a Canadian cosplayer who has competed in 3 masquerades and has won 5 awards, including Best in Class for Craftsmanship. Because she lives in Canada, she told me that she only knows about the Canadian contest and doesn't know if the structure is different in the States. The next person I interviewed was Jules at Bejeweled_cosplay. He has competed in 8 masquerades and won 6 awards, including Best Journeyman Performance. After that, I interviewed Lauren at Diet Shampoo. She has competed in 13 masquerades and won 10 awards, including Best in Show. The last person I interviewed was Taylor at Gilbert626. Taylor has competed in 5 masquerades and has not won any awards. Everyone I interviewed competed for craftsmanship, and everyone I interviewed except for Taylor has competed for presentation/performance as well. One of the first things you need to think about before entering a cosplay masquerade is the preparation for it. You need to decide what convention you will compete at. Will you compete with a group or alone? What character will you compete as? What category will you compete in? Do you want to compete for craftsmanship, performance, or will you just do the hall contest? If you're doing a performance, you need to create a skit or learn a dance. If you're doing craftsmanship or the hall contest, you need to start making a costume. It sounds like a lot of preparation, and it is. When I asked everyone how long it took to prepare, Akrazia said that making her costumes takes between 120 to 250 hours to make, and practicing and preparing a performance can take up to 10 hours or more. Akrazia's answer was on the lesser end for preparation time, with everyone else saying they prepared for 3 months or more. Taylor said she prepares for 3 months, Lauren says that she prepares for 4 months, and Jules said that he prepares for 3 to 4 months, if not longer, for the planning period. If you don't already know about masquerades, you might be wondering what I meant by saying you need to choose a category to compete in. Many conventions have 3 categories that participants choose to compete in. The first category I will talk about is craftsmanship. The craftsmanship category is one that participants enter to have their costumes and props judged. The judges inspect the costumes and will ask you about your construction process. They will typically ask for a source picture and take a photograph of you in it so they can remember you. If you are only competing in craftsmanship, then when it comes to the competition itself, you will walk across the stage in a fashion show style. If you are competing in presentation or performance, you will be judged on a skit or a dance performance. Many participants who compete in performance also compete in craftsmanship, because they can only win Best in Show if they make their own costumes and perform. Most of the time, performances are around 2 minutes. The setup for this portion of the competition is similar to a dance competition or talent show. Contestants are put into category based on past awards and experience. Typical categories are youth, beginner, intermediate, and advanced. They might go by different names, but the structure is the same. Like the name, youth categories for children, typically 12 and under. The qualifications for the rest of the categories differ depending on the convention you attend, so be sure to look up the rules before applying. At the entering end of the cosplay masquerades is the hall cosplay contest. This category is typically only for craftsmanship, because like it implies, it is only judged in the hall. Like the craftsmanship competition, you will be judged on how your costume has been constructed, and they will take a picture of your costume. However, when competing in the hall contest, you will not walk on stage. This is a good competition for those who want to compete but have stage fright. You still need to attend the masquerade, but you just watch from the audience and wait for the awards. Every convention has a different setup when it comes to the management of the masquerade. Some conventions are organized very well, and some conventions are notorious for being disorganized. Lauren told me something like this when she said that every convention is different. Some are great and very organized, and others are completely disorganized. Akrazia noted that the bigger conventions seem to start to settle a more organized structure. Taylor says that she was able to watch the competitors at all the masquerades she competed at. where Lauren said that most allow you to watch out their competitors, but some don't. Jules added that conventions always have a rehearsal space, a green room, and a way to watch the other performances. Masquerades typically take up your entire Saturday, or at least 75% of it, and are very scheduled. I think it is very important to remember how much time masquerades take. With prejudging the show itself and the backstage waiting time, you lose a lot of con time. One of the things I have noted is how much time is spent in the green room or the waiting room. The quality of the waiting room also depends on the convention. Jules says that they're normally held in large empty rooms set aside for the masquerade and are a relatively short backstage walk to the stage, where Lauren said some have a green room, but others you sit in a hallway or backstage. Akrazia told me that she competed once in a really local convention, and the waiting area was so small that she was scared to step on someone else's costume. Taylor explained a little more about what happens when you're in the green room, saying that usually it's simple. Usually they give you instructions on how they want you to walk across the stage, and usually you go into the waiting room an hour before the masquerade starts. She also mentioned that she had no idea what happened at YomaCon 2019, which is the only masquerade I competed at. In the YomaCon green room, they brought snacks, drinks, and ordered pizza for us. We were also in the waiting room for a good 2.5 to 3 hours. Where it was nice to have the pizza and snacks, Taylor said she would have rather hurried up and got ready so she could enjoy more of the con and hang out with friends. When I asked them about their worst masquerade experiences, there weren't many bad comments. Akrazia just said that waiting too many hours in line to get registered isn't always a good experience. And Jules said that he honestly can't say he's had a bad masquerade experience outside of some of the costumes being too hot. Where both Taylor and Lauren named specific conventions where they had bad experiences at, but did not elaborate any farther. When it came to having the best masquerade experiences, they were all connected. It was either a masquerade that they did with friends that they really enjoyed, judges they really looked up to, having good instructional feedback, or it was a masquerade where they won an important award for them for the first time. Speaking of awards, what awards are typically given out? Where the prizes are not always people's main motivation, it definitely is an added factor. Most conventions hand out a variety of awards, such as Best in Show, Best Overall Performance, Best Overall Craftsmanship, the Hall Contest Award, Best Beginner in Craftsmanship, Best Intermediate Performance, and etc. Most conventions also have judges' awards, where judges choose their personal favorites as well. With all the different awards, it is possible for one person to win multiple, for example, winning a judges' award and Best Beginner Performance. The prizes given also differ depending on the convention: trophies, plaques, medals, certificates, remeds, etc. Lastly, how do you succeed in a masquerade? Well, success is different depending on the person. Jules says, don't expect to win. Do it to have fun and because you love performing. If you're trying to win, try to ask the judges what you could have improved on and take their advice. Lauren said to prepare for the competition well in advance, and that making your own costumes will also help you succeed. Taylor said to be confident and make sure you tell the judges everything about your costume, but don't mention the parts you screwed up on. Most of the time, they don't notice unless you point it out. And lastly, Akrazia said to do it for yourself and challenge yourself. Don't do it because you want to take down someone. Everyone out there wants to compete, yes, but they also want to have fun. While competing at masquerades or cosplay expos, you'll meet a lot of amazing people, and overall it will be a learning experience. As we conclude this video, I hope you found it helpful. When it comes to finding out more about cosplay masquerades or cosplay expos, I could not have made this video without the help from Akrazia, Jules, Lauren, and Taylor, so please be sure to check them out. I will also be releasing my personal masquerade experience soon, so don't forget to look out for it. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you like this video, feel free to like it and subscribe for more videos like this. Do you have an idea for what I should talk about next? Leave a comment below. And don't forget to check out the awesome people I interviewed. I will put links to all their Instagrams in the description below. I love y'all. Bye!